Well, I would say warm welcome to my uni space, but we were pathetic, utterly pathetic. Well guys, welcome back to the channel. Full time at Old Trafford in the third round of the Carabao Cup. Manchester United 3, Crystal Palace 0. It was a scoreline that I could see coming because even Roy Hodgson has admitted that he doesn't have enough players to work with to get as far in that competition and to get us further in any competition like the Premier League also. The starting 11 today was weak. I looked at it and I got to say I was very surprised of some of the players that was in there. No Gahey or Anderson playing. Rob Holding played, made his debut. Not good enough. Henderson went off with an injury inside 19 minutes. There we go. That's another signing that is now injured for a while, you'd suspect. Jaro Riedewald making a very unlikely appearance, who actually played very well. And then you've got the likes of Jordan Ayew going back to his old ways. Mateta and Schlupp not pressing as always. Jezren Raksaki being forced into this situation, who is a youngster, should have gone out on loan to Leicester to build his confidence and to, rise him up to the level of this game. But what do? We push him into a game where we knew that he was going to fail. And there we go. We forced him to fail. All three goals were... United done their homework. That's all I can say. United done their homework. Two goals off the back of Mitchell and Klein, respectively, not watching their back post. And the other one was from a corner where we concede so often. And yet we've crashed out again. For 10 seasons in the Premier League, we've only made the round of 16 3 times. We got knocked out against Newcastle in the third round last year. Now it's against Manchester United. When are we going to make progress in this competition? And, the more concerning question is, when are we going to make any sort of progress anywhere else in this club? Because I don't see it anywhere. We're away against Manchester United on Saturday, but do I have any confidence after that performance? I would swear, but, I've got to watch my P's and Q's. I genuinely, without people cutting this out as memes and whatnot. The performance was pathetic. I've done my ranting on TikTok already, so if you want to watch that, then please do. Why should I really care and put passion into... I put passion in for these videos and stuff, but why should I put passion into this club if, the club won't give the passion back to me? No one played with any kind of passion. The only two players today that I think could come off that pitch with their heads held high is Jaro Riedewald and Chris Richards. Everybody else was a shambles. Johnson in goal could have prevented the third goal. Tyrick Mitchell and Nathaniel Klein not watching their man for the first and third goals. Rob Holding was useless. That's the worst debut I've seen for a Palace players. I think that's one of the worst I've seen. Doucouré, I barely noticed him, even though he's a holding midfielder. Riedewald, like I said, was really good. Jordan Ayew trying to take on 5 players at once, then going down when someone touches them with his pinky. It's just pathetic. Expecting fouls to be given away so often. Then we've got Jezren Raksaki, who's not good enough for this level yet. I'm not saying that he played badly, but what do you expect from a 20-year-old right winger whose only experience in prolific goal scoring was for Charlton in League One? You expect him to go to Old Trafford tonight against top players, and there you go. He folds like that. John Philip Mateta up front is not good enough, and it scares me that we're going to have to rely on him up front instead of Jaro Riedewald, instead of Edouard. Edouard got injured against Fulham. And since I last made the Fulham video, Roy Hodgson's openly admitted that he hasn't got enough players to take us to the next level. which was the target that he set when he first come in. So there we go, another manager who's been let down by the board. Like, it's just the same repetitive cycle. And let's not get this twisted. Our start to the season has been average. Just because we're 9th in the league or 10th or wherever we are, doesn't mean our start has been brilliant. We've beaten Sheffield United and Wolves, 2 relegation candidates. The proper test we failed against Arsenal, Villa, drew against Fulham, where I think we could have got all 3 points. We drew against Brentford, where I think we've done okay, but you know, the game against Plymouth now was absolutely unnecessary. It's a forgotten memory. It's pointless. Absolutely pointless. After that performance, I wish we'd lost at Plymouth. Like, genuinely, our exits in this competition is just so... And the thing is, it's a cup that, you know, Luton got knocked out tonight. Wolves got knocked out tonight. The gaps have been opening up already. Big teams like either Brentford or Arsenal, Chelsea or Brighton, Newcastle or Man City will be knocked out tomorrow night. Another missed opportunity. What more do you want me to say about them? Like, honestly, you guys call me negative, but I told you so. I genuinely told you so. The board just don't back the manager. I don't know what else you want me to say. Like, it is a sort of a rant, but it's the Carabao Cup. Do you know what I mean? Like, I do care for it, but the players don't. The manager doesn't. Roy Hodgson, what are you doing bringing Mark Gay on at half-time when you're 2-0 down? I wouldn't have let Schlapp on past half-time. He was utterly woeful. My God. Like, it was just embarrassing. Guys, thanks to the support on this channel, I have made UCFB Wembley one of the best unis for progressing people like me into doing media courses and stuff like that. I'm now in uni accommodation, as you might be able to tell. This is not my usual room. My vlogs, though, will be held in my room, like the preview and review of the game and stuff like that. More exciting content to come on my channel and stuff like that. But you know what, guys, if Palace are going to have the same repetitive, boring seasons, then there's only so much I can do. What you see is what you get with me. Genuinely. Full-time 3-0 disgrace.